And I was thinking about Rick Best, the former city employee, who will not be at his children's weddings. I'm thinking about my husband, who will not be at his son's wedding. And all the other people who have been lost to senseless acts of violence, stupidity, recklessness. I'm thinking of the memorial in El Paso tonight, and the people who lost their lives just doing their shopping, and just because of who they are. And so I think of Talijan, and I think of Micah, who stood up to people who were abused.
Yeah.
The two young women on the mountain. Whose names I'm not going to say for fear that they will be targeted.
Searching.
This is our thing. This is our place. We don't want violence here. We want people to love each other, regardless of what their conversations are. We want them to be respectful of each other and to have their freedom of speech and freedom of assembly without messaging that anyone. So thank you all for being here to send this message as strongly as we can. And it's now my honour to introduce my newest colleague, Commissioner Joanne Hardesty.
Thank you all for being here today. I want to be clear that I unequivocally support people who stand up against white supremacists, white nationalists, and people who are filled of hate and vile, and they are not welcome, they never have been, they never will be. This is not a new issue in communities of color. I think that people are kind of freaking out because they're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? This has been the existence of communities of color ever since we landed in the United States of America. So this is not new. This has been a consistent message that we have right-wing radicals trying to create fear and distrust between other community members because they don't look like you. Well, guess what? We're not supposed to all look alike, think alike, act alike. But we can expect everyone to behave with dignity and respect for people who show up to stand firmly against white supremacy and white nationalism. The city of Portland in February of this year passed a resolution. It was a hard resolution for me to sign on to because I've been around the block long enough to know that resolutions come and they go. And then at the end of the day, what has changed? What has changed is we as a city council have drawn a line in the sand. We have been very clear about what we will and will not tolerate. We will not tolerate hate being spewed in the streets of the city of Portland. It is not acceptable today, tomorrow, or any other day. Let's be clear about that. That is not who we are. We are better than that.
That is who you are.
Free speech! Free speech!
And I want to speak directly to the white supremacists who are listening and paying attention. This is not your city. You want to be hateful, stay home. Stay home. Do not get on a plane, get in the bus, get in the car, and come to Portland. We don't want you here. We've never wanted you here. And if we find you, we will expose you to the light of day. Have a good day.
Free speech is free!
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Danielle Outlaw, and I'm your Chief of Police. Thank you. It is truly my pleasure to stand here with so many of our city leaders and partners today. This is the first time in my time here that I've seen such an amazing coalition of people. Please give them another round of applause. Thank you for coming forward and stepping up to say we will not tolerate any criminal violence in our city.
Amen.
Everyone is here today because we are making a major shift of ownership to say this is not just a police issue, but this is a city issue, and I'd say this is a statewide issue. Police are only part of the solution. But this safety need, this public safety need, is citywide and statewide, and that is why we have joined together today. We all share the same collective pride in our city, and we are greatly concerned that its reputation is being tainted by individuals who have a violent agenda that we do not share. The members of the Portland Police Bureau have already put hundreds of hours of planning into our response to demonstrations scheduled for August 17th. We have met with local, state, and federal partners to create a plan to ensure that our community is kept safe.
Oh yeah.
We have asked for resources from our partners, some of whom are here. Please raise your hands. I think I saw Port of Portland Police. I see our sheriff here. Thank you, Sheriff Reese. Chief Wallace, you were standing here. I don't know where you went. That's only to include a few. They've been nothing but helpful and gracious to assist us. They know how this affects all of us, and we have sat down and collaborated on how everyone can play a role to ensure everyone's public safety. We know we are well supported, and we will have the resources we need to manage these events this weekend. Our bureaus do an amazing job. They are well trained, and they are neutral. They are neutral.
Neutral my
They
foot.
focus on behaviors, not sides. This isn't your show today. This isn't your show today. We will do everything we can to prevent crimes, especially violent crimes, from happening. In the event crimes are committed to, despite our best efforts, we will do our absolute best to apprehend those who engage in criminal activity. This is a reminder that anyone with
Arrest
any information
Antifa!
about individuals planning to commit criminal activity at any of the August 17th events or any other time is asked to share that information with us, the Portland Police Bureau. Information can be sent via email to crimetips@portlandoregon.gov. crimetips@portlandoregon.gov. Thank you again for being here today, and I want to reassure our community again that we have their best interests at heart and that we are looking forward to working together to ensure that our city is safe for all. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome our U.S. Attorney, Mr. Billy Williams.
Good morning, everyone. I want to thank Mayor Wheeler and the other community leaders who are represented in today's events. It's an honor to be here with them and with all of you. And we're here to reclaim our city and demand civility in the exercise of democracy. It's that simple. Portlanders have a rich history. Everyone who has spoken so far has addressed that. We know it to be true, covering many peaceful demonstrations on a variety of issues. This tradition has been hijacked. It's been hijacked by a few. And it's extremists from across the political spectrum who come not to demonstrate, but to engage in criminal acts of violence and property damage. The actions of a few, to include mass cowards and marauding thugs, have tarnished the reputation of Portland. A few. The fact of the matter is, most people who choose to come and demonstrate on the issues that are important to them are law-abiding citizens and exercising their First Amendment rights. Civil discourse needs to be civil. It's that simple. People should feel free to express their views without fearing injury. The First Amendment is critical in our collective values of engagement, and together as a community, we need to call out violent perpetrators on the right and left and stand up for civility. I want to thank Mayor Wheeler and Chief Outlaw in particular for their support of law enforcement in this city. As Chief Outlaw noted a moment ago, we've worked together with local, state, and our federal partners to develop a plan for how to ensure Portlanders' safety this coming weekend. I want to compliment and thank the women and men of the Portland Police Bureau who have one overarching mission to keep our community safe.
Yes.
They do a tremendous and often thankless job amidst many challenges, so thank you. I want to join Chief Outlaw today in calling out to you all in the city of Portland with anyone with information on potential acts of violence. Do as the chief requested. Help law enforcement prevent acts from coming. And I want to tell you, the United States Department of Justice will not tolerate political violence. We are working together with our state, local, and federal partners to ensure those who engage in it are held accountable. Those coming to Portland with the intent to commit violent acts are not welcome here. I join in the demand not to come. Don't come. Stay home.
What about the ones that are from here?
If you commit a crime, you will be investigated and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Whatever message you're trying to send behind your idle threats and your cowardly act is lost in the violence of your criminal actions. So stay home, don't come, and we'll all be better for it. Thank you. And I want to introduce former State Senator Averill Gordley.
Can you help me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Billy. And I want to ask Pastor Mondene, President of the NAACP, to please stand with me. I want to ask Marcus Mundy, Coalition of Communities of Color, to please stand with me. I want Dr. Holt, who's doing amazing work around housing in Northeast, to come stand with me. And I want my son, Tyrone Waters, to come and stand with me. This is a God-blessed day. Let me say that again. This is a God-blessed day. My name is Averill Gordley. I'm a Portland native of 72 years. And I love my evolving city. I'm proud to be here. We are here in the spirit of unity and of building beloved community. We are not in denial of the white supremacist origins of the state of Oregon. We are here to use our words to help our community resist fascism strategically and intelligently. And we're here to prepare for the healing days ahead. We come as peacemakers and peacekeepers. We come as bridge builders, and to let the nation and the world know that we Portlanders stand together for peace, love, fairness, justice, harmony, and reconciliation. Words and intent matter. We support the leadership of our mayor, Ted Wheeler. We support the leadership of our chief of police, Danielle Outlaw. We support our police officers and absolutely reject the false narrative that the Portland Police Bureau has chosen the side of white supremacists. That is a lie. We are here because our children need to see us in this act of standing together and building beloved community. Our children need to see us acting to protect them in a time of traumatizing fear in this nation. We stand against all evil behavior, words, and deeds that tear down people and destroy civility. We reject the puppet administration of hate and chaos in Washington, D.C., and the plague of fear unleashed upon the land. I wanted to be here, and I say this to our mayor specifically and our police chief. I wanted to be here to share some history from social justice organizing in the past. I'm thinking about the times in the 70s.